Today I will be showing you how to knit socks with cable stitch. The size of the sock is 38 to 39. This sock is made on 2 needles with no seams. We will begin the work from instep part, then make straight stockinette of the sole. Then I will be making the sole. And after that I am going to knit heel part with cable stitch. To finish the work, make the single crochet trim. How to make other size, I will tell you in the process of the making sock. For work you need a ball of yarn, knitting needle circular, cable needle or stitch holder, measuring tape, and a crochet hook for the trim. Scissors. Let's get started knitting. Cast on 7 stitches onto the 2 needles by classic method. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Turn the work and let's begin row 1. This is right side. Slip the first H stitch purlwise, then purl 2, 1 and 2, then yarn over the needle, then knit the next stitch into the front leg, yarn over the needle and purl 2 and purl the last stitch. First row is made. I will make reverse side in this way. Knit the knits and purl the purls. Begin the second row. Slip the first H stitch purlwise, knit 2, then purl the next stitch, purl the next stitch and purl the next stitch, knit 2 and purl the last stitch. We did 2 rows and turn the work. As you see, I did increase in the first row. Now we are knitting in this way. Slip the first H stitch, purl 2, then yarn over the needle, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over the needle, purl 2, 1 and 2 and purl the last stitch. Row is done. Turn the work. I will make reverse side in this way. Knit the knits and purl the purls. Slip the first H stitch, knit 2, purl 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, knit 2 and purl the last H stitch. Turn the work. Slip the first H stitch purlwise, purl 2, 1, 2. I will make increase after 2 purls, yarn over the needle, knit 5. This is the central stitches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then yarn over the needle, purl 2 and purl the last H stitch. Keep working in this way till you will get 9 knit stitches in the middle. Continue working. I have 9 knits in the middle. I'm making increase before and after these stitches. I make purl stitches that we were increasing in the right side of the sock. Let's do it. Slip the first H stitch, purl 2, then yarn over the needle, knit 9 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Yarn over the needle, purl 2 and pull the last H stitch. Turn the work, make reverse side in this way, knit the knits and pull the pulls. Slip the first H stitch, knit 2, then purl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, knit 2 and pull the last H stitch. Turn the work. Next row is going to be a cable. In this row go to be a cross stitches. Slip the first H stitch purlwise, purl 2, purl the next stitch that we added in the previous row, then yarn over the needle, and to work the cable we need to use stitch holder and slip the next 3 stitches onto the stitch holder. Slip the next 3 stitches onto the stitch holder and hold them at the back of your work. Knit 3 next stitches from the main needle. 1, 2, 3. Knit 3 stitches from the cable needle or stitch holder. 1, 2, 3. Knit 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. I have done the first row of the cable pattern. We continue making the increase. Yarn over the needle. I remind you, we make purl stitches that we were increasing in the right side of the sock. Make purl stitch into the back leg, then purl the next stitch and purl the last stitch. Begin the next row. Slip the first H stitch purlwise, knit 3, then purl 11 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Then knit 2 and pull the last H stitch. Turn the work. Begin the third row of the cable pattern. Slip the first H stitch purlwise, purl 3, 1, 2, 3, pull the next stitch into the back leg, now make increase, yarn over the needle, knit 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Then yarn over the needle, purl the next stitch into the back leg, purl 3, 1, 2, 3 and pull the last one. Turn the work. This is reverse side, so I need the knits and pull the pulls. I remind you, I purl all increases that we made in the right side of the sock. Turn the work. Now row 5 of the cable pattern and we continue making increase. Slip the first H stitch purlwise, purl 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then yarn over the needle, knit 3, 1, 2, 3. Then I take stitch holder, bring the next 3 stitches onto the stitch holder, and this time hold them down at the front of your knitting. Knit 3. I will bring them back onto the main needle and knit 3 stitches. 1, 2, 2, 3. The cable pattern is made. Now make increase, yarn over the needle, pull the next stitch into the back leg and pull 4 and pull the last one. You should make the row in the reverse side. In this way, knit the knits and pull the pulls. I did the row in the reverse side. Begin the next one. Slip the first H stitch, pull 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then yarn over the needle, knit 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Then yarn over the needle and pull 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and pull the last one. I have done row 7 of the cable pattern. You should make the next row in this way. Knit the knits and pull the pulls. Here how it looks so far. I did 8 rows of the cable stitch. This cable stitch pattern will repeat 8 rows. So you should repeat from the first row to the 8th row. I go on to make increase by the both sides middle stitches. I make the pull stitches that we were increasing in the right side of the sock. So you continue till you will get 39 stitches on the needle. As you can see, I continued the work. Now I have 39 stitches. The middle 11 stitches I marked with stitch markers. They will be stitches for the sole. Here how it looks in the ready sock. We almost complete making the instep part of the sock. As you can see, I alternate with swatch of the stockinette and reverse of the stockinette. As you can see, I alternate with swatch of stockinette and reverse of stockinette. And I'm gonna to make such alternation. Begin the next row. Now make pull stitches till the first stitch marker. Slip the first H stitch purlwise and make pull stitches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. In total it should be 13 pull stitches. I remove the stitch marker. I remind you, these middle stitches will be for the sole. Now I'm making the first row of reverse stockinette. Make pull stitches till the second stitch marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Remove the stitch marker and these 2 stitches. This is the last stitch and the first stitch of the main swatch. I will pull together. Turn the work. Slip the first stitch. Knit all stitches across the row. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 11th stitch, this is the last stitch of the sole and the first stitch of the main swatch, I will knit together. Knit 2 together. Turn the work, slip the first stitch, this is the third row of the reverse of stockinette, and pull the all stitches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As we did at the previous time, I pull these 2 stitches together. turn the work, slip the first stitch and knit all stitches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and the 11th one and the first one of the main swatch, knit 2 together, turn the work. I have done 4 rows of the reverse of stockinette. Now I am making 4 rows of the swatch of stockinette. Slip the first stitch and knit 10 stitches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and the 11th one with the first stitch of the main swatch, purl 2 together, turn the work, slip the first stitch, purl all stitches, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and the 11th one with the stitch of the main swatch, knit 2 together. We have done 2 rows of the swatch of stockinette and repeat again. And let's repeat again. Slip the first stitch, knit all stitches, the last one of the sole and the first one of the main swatch, pull these 2 together. Turn the work, slip the first stitch and pull all stitches. Then knit 2 together. We have done 8 rows. This pattern repeat 8 rows. As I said before, I'll alternate with swatch of stockinette and reverse of stockinette, and you should continue the work by making 4 rows of reverse of stockinette and 4 rows of swatch of stockinette. The last stitch is knitted or purled with the first stitch of the swatch. I did this joining at the end of each row till we will get 11 stitches. Then I will be making 16 rows. I have 11 stitches onto the needle. Let's look what we have at this point. I demonstrate you how it will be in the ready sock. We have done this part. After that you should have 11 stitches on the knitting needle. As usually I will add stitches by the both sides. Then I will continue to alternate 4 rows of the swatch of the stockinette and 4 rows of reverse of the stockinette. At this point I am going to add stitches with help of the H stitches. Here are our H stitches. Turn the work to the back side. I need to add 16 stitches. I will work with back leg of the H stitch. Insert the needle into the back leg, pull up a loop, then like this, as you did a purl stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. I have added 16 stitches on the first side. They are 4 rows of the reverse of the stockinette in the middle. This is the first row of the swatch of the stockinette. Slip the first H stitch purlwise and knit all stitches across the row. Knit the middle stitches into the front leg. Like this. And purl the last one. I'm going to make increase on the second side. Work into the front leg of the 8 stitches. Now I demonstrate you how to add stitches in this way. Insert the needle into the front leg, pull up a loop like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. I added 16 stitches on the second side. Slip the first 8 stitch purlwise and purl all stitches across the row. I remind you we have had 11 stitches, then I added 16 stitches by the both sides. Now I am alternating 4 rows of the swatch of the stockinette and 4 rows a reverse of the stockinette. As you remember, we have had 11 middle stitches, then I added 16 stitches by the both sides. I did 24 rows straight, it means I repeat 6 times. I alternated 4 rows of the swatch of the stockinette and 4 rows of reverse of the stockinette. In my case, this is 38 to 39 size of the sole. The measure of the swatch is 16 centimeters. This is 2/3 of the length of the sole. It will be for 38 to 39 size of the sole. If you have smaller size, so you need to make shorter this part of the sock, or if you have bigger size, so you need to make longer this part of the sock. Then I am going to knit heel of the sock. For heel part I knit middle 11 stitches. I marked them. I will knit in this way. Slip the first 8 stitch purlwise and purl 15 till the stitch marker. I remove the stitch marker and knit 11 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I slide the last stitch to the right needle, remove the second stitch marker, bring it back to the left needle, and now knit 2 together. Turn the work, slide the first stitch and purl 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the last one with the first one of the main swatch, purl 2 together. Turn the work. It is going to be a cable pattern, the same as I did on the instep part of the sock. Slip the first stitch. I take holder stitch, bring the next 3 stitches onto the holder stitch, and this time hold them down at the back of your knitting. Knit 3. Now we need to knit 3 stitches from the holder stitch. 1, 2, 3, knit 3, we have done 9 stitches of the cable pattern, and these 2 stitches knit 2 together. Turn the work, slip the first stitch and purl all stitches. Slip the first stitch and purl all stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and purl 2 together. This is the third row of the pattern. Slip the first stitch and knit all stitches across the row. Then knit 2 together. Turn the work, slip the first stitch and purl all stitches across the row. And purl 2 together. Let's look what we have done. Then I will continue making cable pattern on the 9 middle stitches. This pattern repeat 8 rows. You continue till you will get 11 stitches onto the needle. Дубль номер 11, время 27:14. We are finishing the work. This is heel of the sock. I have 11 stitches on the needle. Now bind off all stitches. Knit 2 together. Insert the right needle into the back leg of the stitches. Take the working yarn, pull it through. Keep binding off in the same way until remaining 1 loop on the needle. I need to leave long yarn for the trim. To complete the work, make a trim with crochet hook. Insert the hook into the working loop and make single crochet into each stitch. Insert the hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop and pull through 2 loops to finish single crochet. And continue single crochet through the next stitch. I will make trim around the sock, but I don't crochet trim into these 8 stitches where I finish it to knit. I have done the trim. That's it. The project is ready. Such sock can knit even beginner. Thanks for watching.